Hello everyone, Ray here, and today I'm going to be doing my September 2022 monthly haul. Got quite a bit here. I think I got about 10 titles, quite a lot of DVDs, surprisingly, this month, which we're going to start with. The first title I have here is Black Christmas. This is the remake. This does have a Blu-ray release, however, the Blu-ray release is out of print, a lot of money. I think last time I checked, it was like over $100, which is not what something I'm willing to pay for. Even the DVD goes for quite a bit, but I found this at Walmart for only $5, I think, so I went ahead and picked it up because that's better than Amazon. On Amazon, it goes for like $25, $30. So yeah, this was a very good find. I did see this movie. This movie's kind of stupid in my opinion, but it's overall a pretty enjoyable slasher horror Christmas movie. But yeah, happy to have it to the collection. Okay, so the next thing I picked it up because I wanted to show it to my niece, and that is the complete series of Cat Dog. Yeah, this is a very weird show. I used to watch it a lot back in the 90s, though, when it aired, and I guess back then it just never really clicked in my mind just how strange this show really is. I sat down and watched a few episodes with my niece. My niece even thought it was very strange. I don't know if she's all that into it, really, to be honest. But yeah, I sat down and started watching a few episodes of this, and this is very strange. I don't even really understand where I got the appeal for it, but it is a thing that was a big part of my childhood growing up, so happy to have it nonetheless. This was a movie that was brought to my attention just simply because I watched a documentary about this woman, and it is Christine. Now, I haven't watched this movie yet, but yeah, like I said, I watched the documentary. This woman's story is very infamous. I believe it happened in the 70s. If I'm remembering the documentary right, I believe this incident happened in the 70s. It's where a woman named Christine was very, very depressed, and she was a news anchor, and she ended up killing herself, suicide, on live television. And yeah, it was a very interesting story, and I found out through the documentary that they had a movie about her. So I went ahead and picked up the movie because I thought it would be interesting. So I finally came across this movie, Invisibles. Well, Invisibles is the Spanish title of the movie. It's actually The Invisible. This is the original Swedish film of the remake, the American remake that I recently picked up here recently. And it's the first adaptation of the book that I picked up as well. Like I said, this is one of my favorite Swedish films, and it's unfortunate that it does not have an English dub, nor does it have an English sub. However, if you do want to watch this movie, check it out for yourself. You can watch it on YouTube. There is an English dub. However, it's more of like a fan English dub, so I don't know, it's a bit weird. A lot of things are misspelled. Also, the translation is a bit off on it, but it's doable if you want to watch it. I'm very, very happy to have this in my collection. Like I said, this is one of my favorite Swedish movies, and it's out of print. And yes, I actually did read the book, and the book is extremely different. Very different. I prefer the movie, to be quite honest. The book was quite boring. But yeah, very different. You know how, like, this movie is supposed to be, like, a story of redemption and forgiveness. The book is nothing like that. The girl, Annalie, in the book was actually, like, a neo-Nazi, and she was not at all sorry for killing the main character. So, yeah, it was very, very different. The book was very different. But like I said, I like the movie better because I like the idea of forgiveness, redemption, and all that. So the movie's much better in my opinion. This movie, I picked up the Stratos Girl. This is a very interesting movie. It's about a girl. I think she's Dutch. Yeah, she's Dutch. A Dutch girl, she goes to Japan and she starts working in Japan. She wants to be like an artist and all that stuff. And while she is staying in Japan, she's staying in like this like little sorority house with all these other girls that are from like European countries. And one of the girls turns up missing, and she kind of, the main character, I forget her name, but she then kind of like tries to solve the mystery of the missing girl. Yeah, it's a very interesting movie. It's pretty good actually, though. I do highly recommend it. The Stratos Girl. Okay, that is all for my DVDs. Now let's start on to my Blu-rays, and I picked up Annihilation. Yeah, I saw this movie. It's pretty and it's interesting, but that's about it. I didn't like the characters. The story is a bit, but like I said, very interesting concept. It's about an alien life form that lands on Earth, and it starts like its own ecosystem, in which they call the Shimmer. And anything that exists within the Shimmer or enters the Shimmer starts to rapidly evolve. And this team of women who are like scientists are sent in to try to figure out what the Shimmer is, possibly even stop it, all while trying to look for the missing team, which happens to have Natalie Portman's character's husband in it. Whatever. I mean, like, that part of the movie is not really all that important. But yeah, like I said, it's very pretty, very interesting concept, but overall the characters are rather dull. The story, like I said, is eh. A lot of people found it confusing. I didn't find it all that confusing, to be honest. But a lot of good practical and special effects. Like I said, just overall a very pretty movie. I am happy to have it, though, because it does have one of my favorite, movie creatures in it. There is a bear in this movie that was done with practical and CGI effects, and it's absolutely terrifying. I really love that bear. It's such a terrifying movie monster, and it's one of my favorites. So I'm happy to have this in my collection just for the bear alone. Now, I haven't watched this movie yet, but I thought I missed out on this steelbook until I recently came across another one, and that is Belle. I don't really know what it's about. I didn't really look into this movie. I just wanted to pick it up because it is one of those Japanese steelbooks that I'm trying to collect all of them for. But yeah, I'm pretty happy I came across it because I thought I missed out on this steelbook. This was a Target exclusive steelbook. I already had the first 4 movies in my collection, but I went ahead and got this 5-film collection just so I didn't have to, you know, add the 5th one and take up more space or whatever. But yeah, the 5-film collection of The Final Destination. I've seen the first 4. I haven't seen the last one yet. They're fun for what they are. My favorite one has to be the 3rd one. I picked up this movie, Possession, with Sarah Michelle Gellar. I watched it. It's fine for what it is. It's nothing special. It's about this woman, her husband and brother get into like some kind of accident and they switch. I don't know, that part of the movie was a little bit confusing, but they kind of like switch bodies or whatever. And yeah, it has to do with this woman trying to get over the fact that her husband is now in the brother's body. Like I said, it was a very strange movie, and I really wasn't paying all that much attention to it. It was more of like a background noise, and I was coming in every so often and just looking at it. But yeah, I don't know, it seemed interesting. I mostly picked it up for the cast, because it has a pretty good cast in it. But yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible movie. It's fine for what it is. Now, this movie I didn't watch yet, Where the Crawdads Sing. I picked this up just because this movie's getting a lot of hype around it. I've noticed that the book has been selling out. Like Target, Walmart, everyone's been buying the book. Everyone says that it's an amazing book. Haven't read the book myself. Maybe I should read the book. But yeah, I picked up the movie. I don't really know anything about it other than it's a girl that kind of gets framed for murder. And I know kind of like a twist history behind this. The author of the book is supposedly wanted in Africa for the murder of an individual. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. Yeah, I just recently found out about that, but it's only an allegation. But yeah, apparently she is wanted in Africa for questioning of somebody who was murdered there. And a book about murder. And a girl who gets framed for murder. So, kind of interesting backstory behind this. So, I'll have to check this out very soon. Alright, everyone, so that's everything I picked up in September 2022 in my monthly haul. What did you think? Did I get some good grabs? Did you see something I didn't? And is it worth watching? Let me know in the comments below. I will always read comments and reply to them. I cannot talk today. Sorry, guys. Now, when it comes to the digital code winners, I already reached out to all the digital code winners on Instagram, so check your Instagram to see if you are a winner. I know that not everybody replied to me, but yeah, I did reach out to all the digital code winners. Now, unfortunately, I only have one digital code this month, and it's for Where the Crawdads Sing. It was the only new release that I picked up this month. Everything else is pretty much an old title. But yeah, if you'd like to enter for Where the Crawdads Sing, all you have to do is be a subscriber of the channel, follow me on Instagram, find the thumbnail of this video, and ask to enter there. Alright, everyone, you have a wonderful night, take care, and stay safe.